Hey guys, Justin Rivas here. Just wanting to talk to you a little bit about this, the Rode VideoMic Go, and whether it's any good for vlogging. Now, maybe what's different about this review is that this isn't an unboxing and initial impressions or review based off of specs I've read on the internet. I've done about 35 vlogs with this microphone, and I've got good and bad things to say about it, but let's talk about that. Maybe let's start with the bad about this microphone. I think it can have a little bit of reliability issues. Honestly, I returned my first one because the jack on here was a little bit funny and wonky and it was cutting out with audio. I got the next one, it's been better, but let me say this about vlogging. It's really hard on your equipment because you're throwing your camera around, you're putting it in funny places, you're wiping out on boosted boards as I've done. In general, I would say all of your equipment can be subject to abuse. You'll see I've cracked my little lens hood, and that wasn't even when I wiped out on pavement and this went flying. That was just from a random little drop and spill. But if you watch other vloggers like Casey Neistat, his microphones seem to break all the time. Well, he's really hard on his gear, so yeah, that ends up happening. So Rode is a quality company. They're known for, you know, making really good products. I've used a number of their products. I use their little lav. I've used their studio microphones. In general, they make really, really good products. So I don't think it's anything necessarily to do with their company. Again, this is a cheaper product, so you know they probably can't put it through the same kind of quality standards, but in general, I'd say vlogging is just hard on microphones. So some reliability issues. This little jack right here, if you're not careful, it will pull out a tiny little bit and you'll lose all your audio. That's not fun. I ended up kind of super gluing. You maybe can't see that there, but I super glued all the way around to hold that in place. And then I went through this like small little phase where like when it would get windy, the microphone would just start crackling. That may have been my camera though, compensating for the wind. I'm not 100% sure what that was, but the last number of vlogs, it's been, you know, solid. And overall, I'd say I've been happy with it. Let me tell you about some of the positives, the things that I really, really like about this microphone. The first one is that it doesn't have a battery. And a lot of the other ones do have batteries, even the higher end Rodes, they need a battery. Most other on-camera shotgun microphones need a battery. Now, you do get some advantages and probably a little bit quieter and a little bit better quality, but honestly, for a creative guy like me, I just can't seem to remember to turn on the microphone every time I need to record, to remember to turn it off when I'm done. What ultimately ends up happening when I have those microphones and I've used them before is I'll do a take, I'll do recording, and then I'll review the footage later and be like, oh, I forgot to turn the microphone on. Or conversely, I'll end up recording and doing it, and then I forget to turn it off at the end. And the next time I go to do it, I'm grabbing it, I'm all excited, I got my shot lined up, and I go to turn on the microphone, and the battery's dead, and I don't know where another battery is. So not having a battery in this is actually really, really nice. Another benefit of that is the microphone is even lighter, and when you're spending your entire day, you know, holding a camera up like this, weight is, you know, really, really important in saving weight. And so I love how light this thing is. So it works out pretty well there. I did end up adding this is a knockoff dead cat. This isn't the Rode one, but I found it cheap on Amazon, and that's actually really helped with the wind noise. Audio quality wise, it's not the greatest microphone ever, but it's plenty good enough for vlogging. When it comes to vlogging, what do you want to have happen? Well, I want to be able to record my voice and a little bit of sight and sounds that are around, but I'm typically have music going on, or, you know, I'm out and about, and I'm not typically trying to record concert quality music with this. I do know that something like a Rode VideoMic Pro or even the regular Rode VideoMic, you're going to get a little bit better audio quality even because they do have the battery in there, and some of them are longer capsules, and so they can be a little bit more directional. But when you're spending most of the time kind of talking to the camera or maybe have it set up a little ways away, I've found that the quality is plenty good. And let's remember, like in Canada, this microphone is $146, which is really nothing compared to, I think the Rode VideoMic Pro is over $400. So it's a little bit of you get what you pay for, really, when it comes to the whole thing. I guess that's how I'm going to end this review, is you get what you pay for. So maybe you don't get quite as high quality standards from some of the other ones, and maybe audio quality is a little bit less than that, but not having the battery, the lightweight makes it hugely valuable to me. and I found the quality to be plenty good enough. Now again, I'm talking from real world experience. If you want to hear how the quality is, I'm not going to do a shootout between a bunch of different microphones, because when you do that, sure, you probably could hear a little bit of a difference in another microphone, but is it good enough for the purpose that you intend it for? And if you go watch the last 35 vlogs of mine, you'll see intermittently in there that, you know, there's a couple where I messed up something on the microphone or the microphone was failing and I had to return it. But overall, I think you'll say that, man, like the quality on that is plenty good enough for what I need it to do, which is capturing the sound of my voice when I'm talking or some of the ambient sounds around. So do I recommend it? Yes. If it's not working, take it back and get a different one. I'd also say maybe if you're not afraid of the warranty, super glue this. That will save you some trouble. But overall, for 146 bucks, it's pretty awesome. That's it for me. I'm Justin Rivas. Thanks for watching.